our president, came out and said, there's two sides, right? And the world was outraged at this comment. Paid to live in settlements and being armed at the age of 16. We're talking about people coming from Europe and being paid and funded.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you, you'd be shocked at how short 40 minutes of television is.
No, we're working. Yes, we are.
As it unfolded, I'd be happy to do that.
Yes, we are.
See
So
you
we're
guys.
not talking about the show.
Silence turns to violence, and we have to address
I
it.
agree with you.
It's
I agree
only
with you.
through knowledge.
What's your name?
Kyle.
Kyle. Hi, Sean.
Yeah, You know,
that
everything
okay?
goes
Very good. Raise this can. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
No.
Well, the show is initially, and this is the difficult part of our show, is that our network, we have 40 minutes, and we try to include what's happening in this country, all aspects of what's happening in this country. As you can imagine, that's impossible to do in 40 minutes, but we knew that it was important to come here to the West Bank, and someone told us it would be a good idea to come to Aida, and we were fortunate that this gentleman here who runs the youth center for the camp and is also a nonviolence activist, he took us through the camp, introduced me to some of the people here, the children. I went in and talked to a father who lost his son a year and a half ago violently, and it's very powerful, obviously. And then we get to the real insanity of it all, is that I'm a comedian, so I try to find the comedy in certain situations, and I don't think there's much comedy actually here. What is nice is to have some fun interactions with children. That always makes me, it fills my heart, so to speak. I meet some of the children and I see that they're funny and they're creative, and they are enduring this situation, which obviously is not great. And so that has been the day, has been being here on the West Bank, starting in Bethlehem and then coming here and seeing the wall and talking to a lot of people. We talked to some younger people who are very active in getting the word out on what's happening here.
People here, they always, when anyone new, especially if it's international and famous and a figure in the word, they have hope that he'll take the message. In any way, are you going to take this message?
Yes. Obviously, we have this one show that we're going to put together somehow, which will try and combine Israeli life and Palestinian life and synthesize it in some way and try and show some humor, some levity, but also the reality of what's happening as well, and get all those different shades and tones in a 1-hour special, which is next to impossible. The good thing is that the internet's a very powerful tool, and more people see my work on the internet than see what I do on television. So what we can do is we can take a lot of what we shot and some of the interviews I did today, and if they don't get into the show, we can put them on the internet, and those will be seen by millions of people. So that gives me a lot of hope. I'm a pretty humble person. I'm very skeptical when people talk about celebrities. I don't like to think of celebrities making a difference because that whole idea bothers me. I like to think we're all just, but I'm someone who came here and I have some cameras, and we would like to do justice to this story here in Aida, so maybe that will happen on our website, partially on the show, but mostly on the website. And encourage people, there's so much here to find out about that you can't possibly just be here for a short time and pretend to understand. I can't pretend talking to someone who's lost a child and talking to them for 20 minutes and having coffee with them. I can't pretend to begin to understand what that man feels, what kind of pain he feels. So, but maybe this is a little, maybe a little tiny something, you know? Even American TV show hosts don't have the power that people think we have. And I probably have less than many, so I don't want to overpromise, but I am very glad that we came here and saw this and talked to people and had such great cooperation.